So we were doing auditing for EPFO. We have already completed 5 chapters. Now this is our 6th chapter, which is Auditor's Report. These are the other 5 chapters. You can have a look. You can pause it and have a look. And the PDF is available on the Telegram, as well as the other PDFs, other material related to this exam, as well as the other exams and exam notifications and a lot of other things on the Telegram. You can go and have a look. The name is EduAastra. So let's start with this chapter 6, Auditor's Report. Meaning of Auditor's Report. Auditor report. So the name itself suggests what is the auditor's report. It is the final product of audit process. The final product that you will get after the audit process is auditor's report. It communicates the auditor's opinion on whether the financial statements present a true and fair value of company's financial position and performance in accordance with the applicable financial reporting framework like Companies Act accounting standards and India accounting standards. So these are very important: accounting standard 1, accounting standard 6, accounting standard 9, and others as well. If you haven't watched it, then go and have a look at the videos of principles of accounting. Okay, so this is very important. We have done 18 chapters already, as well as 200 MCQs. Very important topic. Then it is a written document addressed to the shareholders or appointing authority. Then objectives of auditor's report. The main objectives are to express an opinion on the financial statement, to inform users, shareholders, investors, regulators, etc. whether the financial statement are reliable or not, to highlight qualifications or issues, if any, found during audit, to ensure transparency and accountability in corporate reporting. In this as well, the conduct is going to be same. We'll do theory. After that, we'll move to some of the PYQs or the kind of questions that you will find, and after that we'll move to flashcards for your revision or expected questions. So again, coming back to our third point, that is legal basis. Governed by the Companies Act 2013, Section 143 and Standard on Auditing, especially 701, 701, 705 and 706. ठीक है, 700 series, that is 700, 701, 705 and 06. Then every company auditor is required by law to prepare and submit an independent report to the member of the company after completing the audit. Now basic contents of an auditor's report. So the standard format includes title, independent auditor's report, addressee to the members, shareholders of the company, opinion section, states whether the financial statement gave a true and fair view, basis for opinion, describes audit standards followed and assurance obtained, key audit matters, that is KAM, so major issues that required auditors' attention for listed entities. Then management's responsibility for financial statements, so management's duties in preparing financial statement. Then auditor's responsibility, scope of audit, adherence to standards, obtaining evidence. Then other legal and regulatory requirements, so reporting under CARO, etc. Signature, name, membership number, date and place. These are for authentication and are known as authentication details. So all of these are very important. So what is the format? Title, addressee, opinion section, basis for opinion, KAM, that is key audit matters. Then management responsibilities for financial statement, auditor's responsibility, other legal and regulatory requirements, then signature, name, membership number, date and place. Then types of auditor's opinion: unmodified or clean opinion, when financial statement present a true and fair value and company with laws and standards. Meaning or explanation: auditor is satisfied, true and fair value. Qualified opinion, when financial statements are largely true and fair, but so if some exceptions are there, then minor deviation or limitation noted. Adverse opinion, when financial statements do not show a true and fair value due to major misstatement, so auditors disagree with major aspects. Then disclaimer of opinion, when auditor cannot obtain sufficient evidence to form an opinion, when you don't have enough to even give some opinion. Okay, so that is disclaimer of opinion. What is it? Cannot obtain sufficient evidence. Then scope, limitation or uncertainty, so severe that no opinion possible. Then modified versus unmodified opinion. So unmodified, that is clean, no material misstatement, everything reasonable. In modified, material misstatement or insufficient evidence exist. Qualified adverse disclaimer. What is standard on auditing 705 deals with these modifications. Okay, so remember this, very important, as well as the differences. We have already discussed multiple times the definition, differences, objectives, merits, demerits, uses, and so on are very important kind of questions. Then key audit matters, that is KAM, introduced by Standard on Auditing 705 for listed entities. Then KAM matters, that is key audit matters that in the auditor's judgment was most significant in the audit. AIM, enhance transparency by letting users know which areas required higher auditor attention, like valuation, litigation, related parties, transaction. So which are the areas that require higher auditors attention? So that is our key. Okay, so key audit matters. Question, what are key audit matters in auditing reporting? So very important, these definitions, emphasis of matter and other matter paragraph. Standard on auditing 706. Emphasis of matters, that is UOM, to draw attention to an issue already disclosed in financial statement that is fundamental to users understanding. Example, major litigation disclosure notes. Other matter, to mention something not disclosed in financial statement but relevant for users understanding of audit. Example, predecessor auditors work relied upon. These do not change the opinion but draw attention to specific areas. Talking about what, emphasis of matter and other matters. Then auditor's responsibility in report. What are the responsibilities? Again, very important. To obtain reasonable assurance that financial statements are free from material misstatement. To maintain professional skepticism throughout the audit. To evaluate accounting policies, estimates, and disclosure. To report material frauds and communicate with those charged with governance. To sign and date the report after completing all audit work. Management's responsibility in report. Management is responsible for preparing financial statement per applicable framework, maintaining adequate accounting records, selecting accounting policies, safeguarding assets, preventing and detecting frauds. The auditor report explicitly mentions these responsibilities to clarify scope. Then report under CARO, that is Company's Auditor's Report Order. What is it? Company's Auditor Report Order. In addition to the main report, Company's Auditor must issue a CARO report, which is Company's Auditor's Report Order under the Companies Act. So now what it requires, so some specific matters are there which are to be covered by CARO. Okay, so what are these? Fixed asset records, loan to related parties, inventory verification, statutory dues, and default and repayment. So again, very important. Earlier questions were there on CARO, that is Company's Auditor's Report Order. Then date and signing of auditor's report. Report must be dated on or after the completion of audit procedures. It must be signed by the auditor with name, firm's name if applicable, membership number, date and place. The date indicates audit completion and auditor's responsibility up to that point. Then supplementary additional reports. Auditor may also be required to prepare special reports for tax authorities, tax audit report, etc. Regulators, that is your regulatory bodies, IRDAI, Security and Exchange Board of India, your RBI, and so on. Branch audits, group consolidated financial statement, then limitation of auditors report, very important. So based on sampling, not full checking, relies on management representation, expresses reasonable, not absolute assurance, not a guarantee of fraud prevention. Then previous year questions. To whom is the auditor's report of company addressed? तो हमने देखा था जब we were taking into account the format. So किसको address किया जाता है? To the members, shareholders of the company. What type of audit opinion is given when financial statements are materially misstated? Adverse opinion. What is emphasis of matter? Paragraph. So it draws attention to matters disclosed in financial statement that are fundamental to user understanding. When does an auditor issue a disclaimer of opinion? When sufficient audit evidence is not available to form any opinion. Again, we have done all of this. Very important. What does the term true and fair view imply? That the financial statement are prepared correctly and free from material misstatement. Then our flashcard. What is the main purpose of an auditor's report? To express an opinion on whether financial statement present a true and fair value. Who is the auditor's report addressed to? Members, shareholders of the company. Under which section of Companies Act is auditor's report mandated? Section 143 of Companies Act 2013. What is an unmodified opinion? When financial statements are free from material misstatement and comply with laws. What is qualified opinion? Given when financial statements are generally true and fair but have limited exceptions. Then what is an adverse opinion? When financial statements do not give a true and fair value view due to major misstatement. What is disclaimer of opinion? When auditor cannot obtain sufficient evidence to form any opinion. What are KAM, that is key audit matters? Matters of most significance in audit disclosed for transparency. What is an emphasis of matter paragraph? Draws attention to an important note already disclosed in financial statement. What is an other matter paragraph? Refers to a matter not disclosed in financial statement but relevant to users' understanding. Then what are the main components of auditor's report? Title, opinion, basis, key audit matters, responsibility, signature, etc. What does true and fair value mean? Financial statement correctly reflect actual financial position and performance. What is CARO in relation to audit? What is the full form? We have seen it just now. What is CARO in relation to audit? So company's auditors report order, additional statutory reporting. When should the auditor date the report? On or after the completion of audit procedures. What are limitations of an auditor's report? Sampling, reliance on management, reasonable assurance only. What is included in auditor's responsibility section? Scope of audit, standards followed, obtaining evidence. Then what is management responsibility in the report? Preparation of financial statement, maintaining records, preventing fraud. What are the three modified opinions under Standard on Auditing 705? Qualified, adverse and disclaimer. We have seen just now in the flashcard as well. What is the role of Standard on Auditing 706? It deals with emphasis of matter and other matter paragraph. What does reasonable assurance mean? High but not absolute level of assurance that financial statements are free from material misstatement. So this is it in this PDF will be available on the Telegram. The name is EduAastra. And if you need any other resource, any other material, want to prepare for any other exam, do tell us and we'll try to provide with the right resource for that. So that's it. All the very best and thank you.